Hey everybody, I've been thinking about inspiration because the last few weeks I've been writing loads of music, and I used to write loads of music when I was younger, and as I've got older I haven't wrote as much music consistently, because when you're younger I think everything seems possible, and that's such a great thing to have, that everything seems possible because you're inspired by everything. And as you get older, life has this weird way of just bringing you back down to a bit of reality, and I think that can just affect the way you write music. Well, I think it's affected the way I write music. I don't know for everyone else. Everyone can be different, but a big part for me writing music when I was younger was just that everything was possible. Like there was nothing that wasn't possible. And I have this memory that I don't even know if it's true or not, but it's like one of my favorite memories. And when I was a kid, my grandparents owned this hotel called the Alpine Hotel, which was this big hotel. Probably wasn't as big as it actually was, because when you're younger and small, everything's magnified and everything seems bigger. But when you walked up into the dining room, they had these big bay windows, and you could look across the sea to Killala and all the lights, and it was beautiful. And just I have this memory of me just standing there looking out when it's dark at the lights, and that just made me so happy, that memory. But I don't know, is it true? I don't know. Is it real? I know I did that loads of times, but I don't know, was that specific moment that I always remember, is that just an amalgamation of all those moments? And to have a weird tangent towards the Smashing Pumpkins, when I hear the Smashing Pumpkins, like Melancholy and stuff like that, and I wasn't listening to that when it was released, I listened to it afterwards, it always brings me to that memory. Now maybe it's because maybe I had it at the same time as they were out, but it's weird. And that memory is always that memory is really inspirational to me. I don't know why, but it is. I mean, there's loads of music too that's inspirational. When I was younger, I was in a rock band called Midas, and hopefully we can do a record now. I'd love to do a record again. It was really kind of rocking, kind of like Nirvana, Bush, that kind of stuff. But I was writing these songs, right? And they're cool songs. They're catchy little songs. But I kind of wanted to do more expansive music. And it was cool because around that same time when I was starting to write more classically tinged music and adding more orchestrations and stuff like that, I got into two albums at that time. Had a big impact on me was Diorama by Silverchair and Pet Sounds by the Beach Boys. Van Dyke Parks did the arrangements for Diorama on 3 songs, and because I was into the Beach Boys, I had got into the whole Smile thing. I'm like, oh wow, that's all kind of weirdly connected. It's not connected, but it is connected for me in my head, because I'm like, this is that. Then I listened to Van Dyke Parks and amazing stuff. And another moment was, I remember that my friend Ben, who's in a great band called Sasso, and he's a brilliant producer and engineer. Shout out to Ben. He said to me one day, do you know a band called Talk Talk? And I'm like, Talk Talk? No, I've never heard of them. And we were in I think he had a convertible red car at the time. I could be wrong. But he said, oh, check this out. And he put on Spirit of Eden. And when that guitar kicked in on the Rainbow, I was like, holy shit, man. I was like, that is just fucking class, man. And yeah, it's cool the way the stuff like that happens. There's a song on my first album called Where's the Friends that is completely inspired by Talk Talk, and nobody likes it. I think there's me and my friend Helly are the only people that actually like the fucking thing. But I love that song. I think it's cool because it's slightly odd. I know my brother goes, I fucking hate that song. But yeah, that's inspiration for that song. But back, yeah, inspiration. I don't know. It's something that always kind of baffles me. How one day you can play a set of chords and you're like, this is shit. I'm not getting anything. It's so boring and generic. And then you could play those same set of chords, and then it takes you to a different place, and then you can go in different areas, and you're like, why that day I played that and I got nothing, and the next day or a few days after I played it and I got loads, and it took me somewhere. And I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm taking a lot of vitamin D lately. That could be it. Hey, you never know. So yeah, on that note, what a way to finish the video. So yeah, take it easy.